Hello and welcome back to St. Grenadine, where today we are going to be looking at one of the most influential and iconic bands of all time, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd were formed in 1965 in London and was originally composed of four members: singer and guitar player Syd Barrett, drummer Nick Mason, bass player and vocalist Roger Waters, and keyboard player Richard Wright. The band's name was inspired by two blues musicians, Pink Anderson and Floyd Council. In their early days, Pink Floyd gained popularity for their psychedelic sound and live performances that incorporated light shows and other innovative visual effects. Their first album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, released in 1967 and featured many of their most well-known songs, including Interstellar Overdrive and Astronomie Domine. However, Pink Floyd's success was not without its challenges, as Syd Barrett's increasing use of drugs and deteriorating mental health led for him to not be able to play in the band anymore, and his departure in 1968, with David Gilmour joining as his replacement. Over the next few years, Pink Floyd released a string of successful albums, including Atom Heart Mother, Meddle and Obscured by Clouds. However, it was their eighth album, The Dark Side of the Moon, released in 1973, that catapulted them to international fame. The album remained on the Billboard charts for over 15 years and is considered one of the greatest albums of all time. It is also my favourite album of all time. Following the success of The Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd continued to release groundbreaking albums, including Wish You Were Here, Animals and The Wall. However, tensions between band members eventually led to Roger Waters' departure in 1985. Roger and David were having conflicting views on who should be credited on some of the albums. Despite this, Pink Floyd continued to tour and release music with the remaining members, including the albums A Momentary Lapse of Reason and The Division Bell. Their final album, which was released in 2014 called The Endless River, saw the end of Pink Floyd. Throughout their career, Pink Floyd's music has inspired and influenced countless artists across genres from rock and roll to hip hop. Their unique sound and unforgettable live performances have left an indelible mark on music history, and their legacy continues to live on today. That's all I have for you today on the history of Pink Floyd. Unfortunately, I will not get to see them live as they are more or less finished, but I hope you enjoyed listening to the history of them and learned something new.